very sweet devotee. And she met Srila Gurudeva in January 97. And she didn't hang around because she took Diksha 2 weeks later in February 1997. So I don't think there was a lot of procrastination there, Didi. You were straight in. And I remember you gave some wonderful, I still remember your Das Mula classes from the Puri Pure Bhakti educational course we did. The Das Mula was fantastic. I remember you gave the class. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. Chandramukhi, just do make sure you look at me occasionally when I flash my 3-minute cards. And please offer your Pushpanjali. Welcome.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimati Bhakti-Vedanta Narayanithi Namine. Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Odarya Madhurya Ganaischa Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tvam Shirasanamami. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer my obeisances again and again unto the lotus feet of my beloved Diksha Gurudev, Nitilela Pravistam Vishnupacha Srimati Bhakti-Vedanta Narayana Swami Maharaj, and unto the lotus feet of my dear Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, unto the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Rakshakshida Goswami Maharaj, all our gurus and guardians in our Guru Parampara. And I'm offering my obeisances to all of you who are present here, my godbrothers, sisters, my seniors, and everybody. Thank you for inviting me to speak. Speaking about Srila Gurudev is so heartwarming, and whenever we remember him and speak about him and share his glories, it brings us. Obviously, we're always with him and he's always with us, but it's bringing us at his lotus feet and enabling us to really connect and be recipients of his mercy and his everything he's giving. I remember once, I was telling Yashoda Nandapur this morning that Gurudev said, if you think of me, I'll be there. So Srila Gurudev, I met Srila Gurudev when he first came to Australia in 1997. I was only 18 years old. And I remember him looking in my eyes as I put a garland on him as he came to our house. They say that, Gurudev actually says, you can't find Guru actually. Guru will come to you. He will come to your door. And he did that. He came right to our door. And I remember offering a garland to him and him looking right into my eyes and he said, I will help you. And I feel from that time, it was interesting because I'll just tell little stories of his coming and then I want to say some other things. But he was in Australia for 3 weeks that first year. And he was staying at another devotee's house for the first week, and for different reasons it didn't work out there. And so he came for a morning walk at my family's house. My family have a property and there's 5-acre land, and we had a program there, and he was so happy there. And they arranged in one day to just uproot everything and come and stay at our house. So we had the whole festival at our house for 2 weeks, and it was 2 more weeks. There was 1 week for the beginning and then 2 more weeks. But yeah, I just remember feeling so much like my heart just going to him automatically. Like, I've come home. This is, this what I was looking for. Even if I didn't know that I was looking for this is where I belong, at the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev. And his heart was just overwhelmed with love and affection. He was just being in his presence, you just felt so much affection, and I felt like he was speaking right to me, and I know everybody else was feeling the same. They were feeling that, oh, he's speaking to me, even though there's hundreds of people in the room. And you know, you just feel that. And yeah, so it was like coming home. And I remember even feeling like the kirtan was everything, like Gurudev says, my heartly blessings, everything was from the heart. The kirtan was from the heart. The devotees were from their heart. Gurudev was speaking from his heart. And your heart was just opening wide, like a, you know, just like a lotus flower, just taking everything in. And if you can hear that little baby in the background, that's my daughter. she's singing, trying to speak with me. So here she is. So yeah, so you know, Srila Gurudev would say, come with me to Vrindavan. I know, I'm sure you all remember this. Come with me to Vrindavan on the banks of the Jamuna, where Mother Yashoda is there, and she's giving Krishna milk, and Krishna stealing butter, and so many different beautiful pastimes. And Srila Gurudev, he was such an amazing emissary of Radha and Krishna, coming to welcome us, to attract us back home, to our real home. And when he spoke, it was like he just brought you right there and made you feel like, I'm speaking for myself, and I know everyone, you know, so many of my sisters and brothers feel like it's just going to be so easy to get there, because it's, you know, he just brought Vrindavan wherever he was. And I know in Wollongbar he would say, make your heart Vrindavan. You should think that the Tweed River, which is a river that we have here locally, the Tweed River is in the Yamuna. We have many mountains here, so he said you should think that you're in the lap of Govardhan. And in this way, guiding our minds and hearts to come home. And so when he was in Australia that very first year, he would speak very, he spoke that, you might have seen the book Pinnacle of Devotion, and he spoke about the goal. What is the goal? Establishing very firmly, what is it that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give? That book was spoken here for those first 3 weeks. And so we know anarpita chirim chirat karanayavatirna kalo. So samapaitam unnatu ujjvala rasa bhakti shriyam. So he established so beautifully how shriyam means own. It is Srimati Radhika's own mood. And you know, that mood of the manjaris, I'm obviously going to be going very, very summarized, because we only have such a short time. But you know, that he painted the picture so beautifully, the reality of who we are, why we're here, and what is our real welfare. And then progressively over many, many years, after first establishing the goal, gave so many beautiful instructions of how we can get there, and how it begins from the very, very beginning, from Shraddha, from transcendental faith, and how if we have so much strong faith in Krishna, he was described that how Shraddha is that faith in Krishna, that if I simply serve Krishna, everything else is done. And I feel like he really, really, you know, established that so strongly in all of our hearts, to, you know, really, really know what is that goal, and you know, really know how, painted the way how we can get there. And I just want to share one letter he sent to me, because at the time I was just finishing university and kind of, you know, contemplating the next part of my life, and a little bit worried about it. And I just wanted to share a letter, and it just shows, you know, those instructions that he would give. So he said, I received your letter and became so happy to hear from you. I am always remembering you and was eagerly waiting to hear from you. Your letter only reached me a few days ago, so I could not answer you earlier. You should be like me. Do not fear anything in this world. I am always putting my feet on the head of all the problems that come to me. The more problems, the more I become absorbed in hearing and chanting. If we try to avoid problems or solve them by any material solution, they will increase and we will be left without any inspiration to hear and chant. Or we want a peaceful situation where we can chant and practice our sadhana. Do not look for any shortcut. The only solution to this material existence is to become part of the family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He will maintain you and nourish you in every way beyond your expectations. I know this for a fact. You can have full faith in my words. My heartily blessings are always for you and for your whole family. I am eagerly looking forward to meet with you again at the time of Rajmandal Parikrama. Your ever well wisher, Swami B.V. Narayan. So, just really like establishing and guiding us to have full faith that if we just take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow, become part of his family, he says he will maintain you and nourish you in every way beyond your expectations. So it's actually so simple. Just follow Gurudeva and follow his instructions, and then he just wants to take us home. I remember hearing that he said that his mercy is constantly flowing and he's just waiting for all of his disciples to come and drink. I remember one time when he was at our house, we had a neighbor who came, my sister actually, she was a friend of my sister's who brought her to see Gurudev. And this young girl, she was probably only about 13 and she could actually see auras. And when she came to in the room with Srila Gurudev, she described his aura afterwards. And she said that it was like this huge golden spiral around him, spiraling up and filling the whole room. So, what a personality we have with our Gurudev, who has promised to take us home. And all we need to do is just grab onto that rope that he's, he would say, if we're, someone's caught in a well and that they're stuck, you have to call out, hey, hello, help me, I need to get out. And so, Gurudev throws us the rope and we just need to grab onto it. If we don't grab onto it, then, we're just going to stay there. So, he throws us the rope. He tells us how we can cross over this ocean of material existence and how we can awaken our love and affection for Radha and Krishna. If we just grab onto those rope of his instructions, then he'll pull us out. And just to finish off, I just want to share another little story, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, how the world is like our ashram and Gurudev is everywhere. He's in our hearts, he's everywhere, just like Krishna is. And so it's like the world is our ashram and Gurudev is there giving us instructions through all kinds of different things. And I just want to, one time at the end of Kartik one year, my sister and I were sitting in our bedroom late at night and we were complaining about our life. Basically, we were talking about this thing and that thing and just thinking, I wish it was like this and I wish it wasn't like that. And we're just having a big, talk about that late into the night in Vrindavan. Anyhow, we obviously needed to just download that. But then the next morning we went to see Srila Gurudev as he was going off for his morning walk. I think it was just after Kartik. And he was about a month later, he was about to come to Australia. So my mother was there and my sister and I were there, and everybody lines up hoping Gurudev will stop to talk to you as he's walking past. And my mother said to him, Gurudev, when you come to Australia, will you come to our house? Because he used to stay at our house, and he stayed at our house about 4 times, and then after that he would at least come and visit. And then Gurudev said to her, he pointed to me and my sister, he said, what will they do? Will they quarrel with me? And then he walked on, and we thought, oh. And then, thinking about it, reflecting about it, it was because we were complaining about our life the night before and different things that were going on in our, difficult things that were going on. And realizing, that actually Gurudev gave us those things, those really difficult times that we were going through at that time. Gurudev gave them to us, and it was for a reason. It was to teach us. So, once we're under our Gurudev's shelter, he's just right there, so close to us. And if we can really, really, you know, see his hand in everything, then we'll be so, you know, so feel so close to him and really, yeah, understand his closeness. And how amazing is that, you know? We're so lucky to have such an amazing Gurudev who's in Goloka Vrindavan right now, but at the same time here with all his disciples guiding us home. So praying on this day that, or I know it's Vyasa Puja over there in England today, it's tomorrow here, but praying that as Srila Gurudeva appeared on this earth 100 years ago, may he appear in my heart more and more every day and fully reveal himself so that, you know, I can forget everything here and just be with him forever. Jai Gurudev. Haribol.
Haribol, Candramukhi, beautiful. Thank you so much. I really liked what you were saying about, like with Yati Maharaj before, he was talking about the importance of that we should help each other and support each other. And then you spoke another truth, which is about how actually we just have to grab hold of the rope that Gurudev's thrown us. And I think it's a very subtle thing. I think for Westerners, it's very difficult to grasp it. But there's a big difference between living your life by will and living your life by grace. And you were really tuning into the power of grace and how Gurudev gives us that grace. If we can only step into the sacred circle of grace and drop our will, then life becomes very beautiful and very smooth and very easy. And as you said, Gurudev said, "I'll give me more problems. More problems, I just will absorb myself more in the holy name and in Leela." So beautiful. So thank you, Candramukhi.